sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes, not to bring a team again that will do the same thing that the other people are doing or worse. So it's a clear message, declare your asset, make sure that we are prepared to audit the outgoing government so that they tell the Liberian people of their stewardship, and to make sure that we start on a footing where people know that they come to serve the public and not themselves. If they don't understand that, they actually fall where it may.
Mr. President, like you talked about asset declaration starting from yourself and the people who work with you, as well as the outgoing administration. How do you plan to avoid the semblance of targeting people? Because some people will say these are politically motivated to tarnish their reputation or to go against them, people from certain tribes or specific parts of the country. How do you plan to avoid this?
We are aware of that. And when we talk about auditing, it's not going to be a Liberian auditing. We want to make sure that our international partners work with us. My fellow citizens, on Sunday, February 11, I received an audience from wives of some members of the armed forces of Liberia who had come to express their concerns on several issues. These issues included poor living conditions, high tuition fees for their children, lack of adequate medical care, and low salaries, among others. The women stated their most important demand was the removal of retired General Prince C. Johnson as Minister of Defense. They said their husband had told them that unless General Johnson was removed, there would be no Armed Forces Day celebration. We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue. Meanwhile, we received throughout the day and night information that some of the armed forces wives and their husbands had initiated protest actions across the country by blocking major roadways and highways. Others had engaged in agitations in barracks around the country. In an effort to prevent violence and preserve lives and properties, we order the Armed Forces Day celebration for today be reduced to a low-key program. We have since held consultations with our strategic partner, the United States, and other regional stakeholders on the situation. As a true soldier and a patriot, retired General Johnson, of his own volition, informed us that he would step aside if he were obstacled in order to save the AFL and preserve peace and tranquility in the country. General Johnson accordingly tendered his resignation to me earlier today. I have accepted the resignation and thanked the General for his sacrificial services, loyalty, and commitment to our country. Meanwhile, I have appointed Brigadier General Geraldine George as Acting Minister of National Defense. Fellow citizens, the issue raised by the armed forces wives affect all sectors of our population throughout the country. We inherited these problems as we have been in office for barely 21 days only. The problems take on graver connotations when it comes to the military. The men and women in arms put their lives on line to defend and protect us. We must be extra sensitive to their plight. The Army is our collective national pride, and we must preserve its dignity. I have therefore appointed a special independent investigator to probe into these grievances and report to me within 2 weeks. We have also activated a board of inquiry to look into the case of several soldiers who were discharged from the AFL for various serious crimes, but were said to be undeservedly pardoned and reinstated. We must never tolerate indiscipline and breakdown of order in the armed forces of Liberia. The reconstituted AFL had won the praises and admirations of the entire country for its professionalism and had become a source of national pride for us all. We cannot afford to indulge in anything that would dampen the morale of our soldiers and generate doubt and suspicion. On the other hand, our government will ensure that our military is well looked after. We should always think Liberia, love Liberia, and build it. God bless the works of our hands and save the state.
We start by making sure those people that we bring to cabinet are people of integrity. And secondly, want to make sure that even beginning with myself, we'll declare our assets and want to make sure that this is well known, the purpose of coming to government, to know that it's public service. And if you are not ready to serve the public, you can go elsewhere. But we want to make sure that we start on a clear note that the people of our country stood on line, they protected the votes.
All right, okay. So I'd like to say good evening. Good evening and good evening once again. My name is Yekeh Kolubah. I'd like to welcome you to this wonderful and powerful edition of the program, The Talking Point. As you all know, The Talking Point is a program that brings out issues from the county, and we also discuss national issues. So on the portion of this talking point tonight, we are a little bit late, but we will go on. We'll now go over to our correspondent desk and begin to go into our various counties tonight. Online now is Benson Martis Moko, who is there in Mangibi County. Benson, good evening, and how are you?
Well, Sheku, good evening to the people of Liberia, and thanks for joining my evening this evening.
Welcome to the program, Benson.
Thank you very much.
Tell us what's happening in Mangibi County tonight.
Well, again, like I said, thanks for joining me from this part of Liberia. It's good to be on this show again this evening. Well, today, here in Mangibi County, the special assistant to the Commissioner of Lakita Township in Mangibi, Mr. Zach Menti, he spoke with schools of the products today at the Lakita Township. He's currently calling on the national government and other humanitarian organizations to help to renovate the only office of the commissioner in the Lakita Township. According to Mr. Zach Mehdi, since the past government, President George Weah, since his government, the building has been very deplorable and up to current. The building is deplorable, he said. The building, the chairs, the windows, the tables, they are all being damaged. According to him, this has brought serious embarrassment to the township of the people of Lakita. So he's now calling on the national government to see really in helping to restructure this building, because this building is where scores of citizens from the Lakita township go to address some key issues. So he's now calling on the government, the national government, other humanitarian organizations in helping to restructure this building in the Lakita township.
Okay. Tell us.
Go ahead, Chico. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Just tell us, besides the issues of this building, has there been any other information that you want to get to us quickly with?
Yes, they're going with about the issue about the defense minister of the Liberia, the armed forces of Liberia, Mr. Quincy Johnson. Schools and citizens of Mangibi County have termed this as a political honor tool. Most of them said that this has led to some back war when it comes to national concern with the AFL, because the wife of the AFL, according to some citizens here in Mangibi, the same way the wife of the AFL took today was not necessary. If they want to address such issues, they need to address the issue directly to the president. So by them going to protest and stopping other transit, most especially the movement of vehicles today, it focused to some activities within Liberia today, because more people came were on their way from the nation's capital to various destinations. But with the protest today from the wives of the armed forces of Liberia, it shows that it was politically motivated by others the same to be in government. So citizens of Mangibi County, most especially the women, the marketeers, said that this shouldn't be happening, because from the George Weah government and the Eddie Johnson government, the women of the wives of the AFA have been doing the same thing. So they should not continue this simply because they want to get other attention, but they can turn on this issue with different dimensions, with the issue about not protesting within the country. So according to them, this protest today stop major issue within the country, more especially those marketeers who left from their various destinations to go to the national capital to purchase their goods to come and sell. So they are calling on the Liberia national government to see into it that this issue can be resolved, that in time to come, this will not happen.
Thank you very much, Benson.
And lastly, before I leave you, the National Fulani of Liberia, in a year and report to its member in Kakata City, Magibi County. The Fulani Association of Liberia is the organization that governs several other Fulanis within Liberia. Today, we witness several other Fulanis from the nation's capital, from Lima County, Bon County, and other parts of Liberia here in Kakata today at the administrative building where the year-end report of their organization were presented to the people of Magibi County, most especially the Fulani community. So, according to the head of this organization, Mr. Sheikh Amadou, he said this organization is basically about the Fulani community and is encouraging other Fulani within Liberia to join the organization, especially the Fulani community in Liberia.
Okay. Thank you very much, Benson Mate Moko there in Magibi County. If you're just joining us, I'd like to say welcome. We will now go over to bring you our Maryland correspondent. Let me see what I can get over to him quickly right now to tell us exactly what's happening there in Maryland County. And let's go over to see if we can get the Maryland correspondent there in Maryland County. If you're just joining, folks, welcome. This is the talking point, and this is where you have the opportunity to speak out issues right here on this radio. We are going across our correspondent decks to bring you information. Our panelists, you can also join this evening, and let's go into that. Gibson Jerry will be here, but he will be a little bit late this evening. That's what he said to me. But welcome, folks. As soon as we get our correspondent tonight, then we will bring him on. We now have Mark Nimpan. He's all the way there in Maryland County. Mark, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing just good.
Okay. Mark Nimpan, how is Maryland County tonight?
Maryland is cool, and the people are very peaceful. Things are moving on smoothly.
Good. Tell us more. What information would you like to share with our people tonight? Mark, are you there? Nimpan, are you there? Okay. Mark Nimpan. As soon as we get Mark back on the line, then we'll let you know. But we'll go over to Bomi County and be able to pick up Mohammed Sharif. Mohammed Sharif is our correspondent there in Bomi County. And as soon as we get Mohammed Sharif tonight, we'll definitely bring him over to you as well. If you just join in, I'd like to say welcome, welcome, welcome this wonderful evening hour. While we are still here, Gibson Jeru has been able to join us right now on this platform. We'll go over to Bapolu County quickly. Let's bring let's bring our Bapolu correspondent right now on the line, trying to get the Bapolu correspondent. But if I can, then definitely I will have to go over to Grand Bassa County and see what I can get our Grand Bassa County correspondent here. Okay, so I'm already on it. As soon as we get our Grand Bassa County correspondent, he's Musa Alexander Musa, then I will also get him over to you here tonight. Welcome to this program. This is the talking point. Like I said, Gibson Jeru is the host of this program. I am the co-host here this evening. Those of you in the US, fine. Would like to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever the situation is with the weather. That I would say yes. We are not getting on to get Grand Bassa. So let's see what we can bring Henry Mana right here tonight. And as soon we get Henry, then we let you to get information from Henry. If you are watching, please share the broadcast. It will be okay. Just share the broadcast, and that will be fine for us. There have been a lot of roadblocks across the country today. Henry Manor is now on the line from Montserrado County. That's the Bentonville city. Henry, how are you?
Well, thank God, I'm doing good by the grace of God, and good evening again to Liberian. Good evening around the world listening.
Henry, welcome to the program. Let's hear you. What's going on in Bentonville City?
Today, due to the lockdown of the wife of the EFL personnel today, though it was not particularly intentional, but I visited on site, like the Carriesburg area, where there were some blockage on the road, and there was the restriction of movement by citizens today in Montserrado County, most especially Carriesburg and that of Dixville, because those are the two areas that I visited today. Then at the Carriesburg area, there were blockage at the checkpoint. Go in, neither come out. That is going Kakata or even to. So we managed to have one or two people there, because the discussion that this is what they were talking. The president, His Excellency Joseph Boakai, doesn't have ears to hear, because according to some information that gathered, the women said that and they told him that they didn't want the defense minister, that is Prince Johnson Jr. want him, but then the did not give an idea, though he told them that he was going to consult with the president, and they went to the chairman on the security. He told them the same thing, that they will.
Yeah, all these ones are national news. Henry Minor. We just want to know the response that came from the Bentonville and the rural Montserrado County, because those ones we are talking, we are already in Monrovia, and we've on top of that, already. How the people responding there in Bentonville?
Okay, so for that, then it will be like the information or the voices that we gather from people among themselves here, where they answer and they say this is something that is bringing a bad feeling, because they are saying that once it is this way that the women have gathered here, those are things that we were gathering from other things, that this is a bad beginning of the government, because some of them now have willingly decided that this president has started on a good path, but it's like he's doing this now to spoil his way or the way of other young partisans that are coming on to take his full step.
Thank you very much, Henry. Thank you very much, Henry. Thank you very, very much. President Boakai have received a letter of resignation from Defense Minister confirmed by the Senate, nominated and confirmed by the Senate. In few minutes, President Boakai spoke on the national platform, and he's going to seriously address the issue of the military wife. That's what he just said. Quickly on that note, let's see whether we can get Ramsey. If we get Ramsey tonight, fine. Then we will be able to bring in the CEO.
I think we don't have a lot of time, so we just go into our discussion.
Okay, good. No problem. No problem. Yeah, you're right.
I want to say thanks to those of you. I don't know why my face look bluish. I don't know. I tend to blue man or what. Have a face. Let me weigh balance it and see what
Yes.
happens. I'm not a blue man, and then my face has turned into blue. Oh, look, that's all right, a little bit.
Yeah, man.
You tell me the blue like that. Okay. Uh, uh, the new camera is making me happy, not making me happy. Okay. Okay, so let's say tonight we want to say thank you for those of you who are joining us, and it is our pleasure always to bring you development that are going ongoing. We were late, we're a little bit late today. We want to apologize, but we are here, and we're here because it's a serious thing that is happening to our country today. Serious thing is happening to our country today. There are three things that are happening today, and I want to chronologically tell you how we are looking at it. Okay, the first thing we want to look at it is that the women of the AFL who have the support, who have been who the AFL soldiers themselves agree for them to do what they are doing, honestly, have gone in a strict demand of one thing only, and that one thing is for the Minister of Defense to resign. Why? Because they accuse him of not having the interest of the armed forces of Liberia, of not having the interest of the soldiers of Liberia, downgrading soldiers, not giving the benefit of soldiers. Some soldiers who went for peacekeeping mission in Mali returned, and they accuse him of diminishing their benefits. There's so many things that they accuse Prince Johnson about, Prince Charles Johnson. Prince Charles Johnson has been with the armed forces of Liberia for nearly 18 years, if I'm not mistaken. In 18 years of services, he grew from one step to another. Today, he was supposed to be the Minister of Defense. Okay? So he'll be the Minister of Defense. But the women said, no, we don't want you. We don't want you because you are a bad man. We don't want you because, and listen, they describe this man in ways that I have never seen people describe their bosses before. I have never seen people describe their bosses before. They describe this man as wicked. They describe him as insensitive. They describe this man any way that you think about. And the first thing that happened. The second thing that happened this morning, early this morning, the news broke that Prince C. Johnson has resigned. He was nominated, and his name was sent to the Senate. The senators overwhelmingly approve him. They confirm him. But here is the point I want you not to miss. I don't want you to miss the point that I'm going to talk about now. Before the confirmation, the women were at the Capitol building. They went to the Capitol building to stage their disapproval of this man. Those senators did not invite the women. Those senators did not sit with the women. They didn't ask the women why. They didn't consider the women resolution, statement of resolution. The petition, they didn't consider it. They went ahead and confirmed this man. Insensitive to the plight of the people that is served. It's like, who are they to tell us who we should appoint? Who are they to tell us why we cannot appoint this man, why we can appoint this man? Who are they to choose who should be the defense minister? They cannot choose who should be the defense minister. It is a prerogative of the president. Yes, it is a prerogative of the president. But then what happened? You should not have even approved. You should not have even confirmed Prince Johnson. You should not have even done that without sitting with these women, hearing their grievances, finding the solution. How about postponing the confirmation hearing about this man? Postpone it. Put it forward. Say, okay, we're not going to do the confirmation this week. We'll put it forward to next week. We want to meet with the women first. Why didn't the senators do it? Insensitivity. Insensitivity. Gross insensitivity. This is what happens when leaders don't care about the feelings of other people. I know somebody out there among these people who is a UP senator and or part of this whole group of senators that's supposed to do the confirmation. Why want to do that one for? Why? Because women say we don't want to mess, so we deny the man or good senator or good human being like this. We deny this man. That's what people do. That's what they do. They disregard your feelings. That's something I don't want you to miss. This man should not even be confirmed yet. Why the senator go through the grievances of these women? Settle these grievances first, allow the executive marshal to settle these grievances, and then call the man for confirmation. And today the man will not be resigning. Then the man resigned today. So what the resignation represents? That resignation shows that the people put the cart before the horse. You know, when you sit on the horse, that's what behind the horse there. When they go, yeah, that thing that people can sit on behind, they call it the cart. So you take that cart and put it in front of the house and you want to run. Yeah, you will tumble. That's what can happen. If you put the cart before the horse, you always stumble. You put the horse always before the cart. In other words, do the first thing first before you can go to the last thing. They put there the last thing, and now we are going back to the first thing. But Joseph Boakai made a statement today. He made a statement behind closed door today. I will come there. You make a statement behind closed door today. When we tell the people this man is not capable of running the country, he's too old and fragile to run the country. They say we're lying. We hate the man. We don't like this man. In fact, we are evil men. Some of the boys will call us evil men. When we tell the people this man is old, he will not be able to run the country. They accused George Weah yesterday of speaking behind closed door. Listen, I will come there. Let me not distract myself. So Prince Johnson resigned today. What does that take the nation? The Minister of Defense of the Republic of Liberia resigned today. The president, his cabinet, all of them are sitting indoors. They have nothing to do to come out to meet with these women. They are still there. And the president went indoors to recall a statement and send it to the media institution. You know why he recorded a statement to put it to the media institution? Because he's fragile. He cannot go there. You don't have the energy to go there. You know, when they see women, when they did that, you know what Joshua did? Joshua walked out to them. He walked out to them and talked to them and said, please, don't worry, please come. I will take care of your situation. And some of the women even refused to go with him, and Joshua stood in the ring. Joshua stood in the ring with these people. In the case of Joseph Boakai go to the executive marshal. They put a tape recorder before him, not even a videotape, or audio tape. Put it before him and say, and he gave a statement that he will soon be meeting with the women on national security issue, where the national security, the Minister of Defense resigned his job today because women all over the place in Monrovia have blocked everywhere. No passage. The U.S. Embassy issued a special statement about the blockades all over the country. And not only that, there were other parts of Liberia that were blocked today. The president of Liberia had no conscience but to go in your office and record an audio tape and put it out there and say, I will meet you. Is it not fair enough for the president and his entourage to go to the women at the Edward Cassidy barrack to talk to them? Is it not possible? Couldn't the president have done that? My people, let me tell you something. Let me show you. For your heart to listen sometimes. I told you 3 things that happened to President Boakai that he shouldn't have elected him. Number 1, he cannot run the country. He cannot run you know what? The economy of this country will go down because he cannot even manage his own budget. They couldn't manage his own budget. He turned poor, but my man Sheku say he's not poor, he get money. I don't know what day I was seeing the money that people say the man guy will see it. They made poor. They make him manage his own money. The man was vice president for 12 years and he became poor to the extent he was sick. The president that he go against to remove, the president got to get him money to go and take treatment and put peso in his body. That's how poor and mismanageable that man was. If you can mismanage $2 million every year for 12 years and to the point where you cannot even pay your own hospital bill, and the man you wanted to remove from office, the man put peso in your heart so you can live. Pay your way to go to hospital. That's how broke the man was. And I said the man is a mismanager. He will mismanage our country. Look at what is happening right now. This is just the women we are talking about, right? The AFL women. There is also a rude awakening that is awaiting us. Students are about to demonstrate. They are planning their protests because the president had not spoken to the free tuition. The president had not spoken to the wire fee. The children, they don't even know whether their wire fee will be paid this year. And they are planning their protests. And just the women protest, the president go behind closed door. He say, you know, I will meet the women there. I will meet there tomorrow so we can talk. Are you kidding me? Your defense minister resigned. Is it not sufficient military issue, national security issue? And you sit down behind closed door. You're not able to get in your convoy to go to Edward Cassidy barracks and meet the women there face to face. When they see you, they say, yes, our father has come. You think they will be violent towards you? They will say, our father has come. We'll discuss that on the other side. But here is the thing I wanted to say. I blame the lawmakers. I blame the senator for confirming that man. And that's my point today. I blame the senators for going ahead and confirming the man because there was no need to do it urgently. There was no need to do it urgently. The women went to the Capitol building. The women went to the Capitol building. And I don't know if Sheku will read that thing. Sheku, let it be there. You will read it. You will read what he put there. I don't know if you're supporting me or you're not supporting me. I don't know, but you will read where you got it. So I'll come to you. I'll come to you guys in a bit. The senators knew the problem. The very first day they nominated this man, the people started complaining right away. They started talking about the man is bad. You shouldn't put the man there. We don't want the man. Our husband, they don't want this man here. That man is wicked to our husband. The people, when they came from Mali, their benefit that is supposed to get from the United Nations, the man took it from them. He degraded some of them. He put them down. You don't respect them. Y'all heard it. Y'all never called the women in caucus to discuss with them. You didn't postpone the confirmation. You know, it's a slap in the face of the women, right? Today, who got a slap in the face? The Senate got a slap in the face because the man had resigned. It means those people were stupid in our Senate to do what they did without solving the problem, and they went ahead to confirm the man. The man has resigned. It's like you people are stupid. You people should have stopped this thing here first. You're set to the problem before you confirm the thing here. But now you're confirming. Look at the embarrassment you're coming your cause for me. I will resign the job here. And our Prince Johnson did. And I give him credit though. Some people who are very arrogant, they will not resign. They will sit down there and wait for the president to do the dismissal. Or they will sit down there and see the nation go astray. This man has been in the military for 18 years. He has been in the military leadership for 18 years. And he had to resign today because the Senate, the president, his entourage, his ministers, all the government officials, they overlooked the women issue. Where we are now. Let me go to my man Sheku. He put something. Let me read it what he got on the screen here. I think this is about the Constitution of the Republic of Liberia. It's Article 17. All persons at all times in an orderly and peaceful manner shall have the right to assemble and consult upon the common good, to instruct their representatives, to petition the government or other functionaries for the redress of grievances, and to associate fully with others and or whatever what they call RE something, associate in political parties, trade unions, and other organizations. This is the constitutional reference for the right to protest.
Okay, this is where I come in. and I will take it one by one. Article 17 of our Liberian Constitution says, all persons at all times in an orderly and peaceable manner shall have the right to assemble and consult upon the common good, to instruct their representatives, to petition the government and other functionary for the redress of their grievances. I don't want to go all over there, whether you have the right to associate or disassociate, to redress their grievance. Now, let me go to the point where I want to push. You see the representatives, the senator. Let me go to the senator, because the senators are the one who put people in this nonsense thing. So let me go to the senators. The first thing is the senator are the representatives of the people. The senators, they are the voices of the Liberian people. They were elected to represent the people of Liberia. This is why every county has 2 senators and electoral district representatives. And every single county have a caucus. Now, the people who protested today, you have people who were in Grand Jide protesting today. You have people in Beaumont. You have people in Banga. You have people in Carisbury. You have people on the Robert Field Highway. The whole country, the women of those military men protested today. Before the confirmation, they were lined up 5 days crying that they don't want this man beyond reasonable doubt to be confirmed. Were they only thinking about the brown envelope that was given to them to confirm Prince C. Johnson? Were they only thinking about that? Why are they bringing the Liberian legislature to a public ridicule? Why are they making the Liberian legislature to be in a way that, the legislature shouldn't be? Sometimes I can be very, very rough on these things, because it's like they care about the money so much. Some of the senators just being elected. Some of them want money. Some of them, they feel that, look, apparently there was something crossed under the carpet for them to receive what they can receive immediately and confirm. Why didn't they come out to listen to the people? The people gathered with placards. In fact, every single day they were entering that building, they saw those placards, they saw reading on it. You see why President Boakai has scored another political goal? To tell the Yombly Kanga, Lawrence, to tell the rest of them, including what you might call him, Abraham Darius Delon, and the rest of them, the UP senators, the CDC senators. You see where the president scored another political goal? If you think Gibson Jeru, that Prince C. Johnson resigned because he wanted to resign, he didn't resign because he wanted to resign. It was a political pressure, and it was the president couldn't come up to say, you are dismissed. Ellen Johnson said he did that on so many occasions. I don't want to disgrace you, I beg you. All you need to do now is to resign. That's all you can do. Just say you resign, so your lay respect can be there. And if you listen to the president's speech, whether it was being recorded backstage, his voice was being recorded and being put on picture, it was timely at this particular point, because the president will not just go to BN Kazali or EBK Barres to go and speak to the women out there. You have women from every aspect of this country that has been disenchanted today. The only fast thing they could do is to produce an audio and play it on every social media and state radio, other radio stations across the country, to send it immediately. That thing can be sent within a twinkle of an eye to play it. The president said, I have set up a committee that will look into this matter in 2 weeks and get back to me. So why did they wait? Where they should have scored the political goal, Mr. Gibson, Jeru, and that of Solo, is when the senator then would have agreed not to confirm the man. If the senators have come to their senses enough to say, we are not confirming this man because our citizens who elected us, they are outside there crying, we are not going to confirm him. They score a political goal and they will be looked at in history. But see where they landed themselves. That's a disgrace to the Senate. A very big disgrace to the Senate. I don't know whether somebody's going to agree with me or not.
I do agree with you on some points.
Go.
I do agree with you on that. You know, I said we are not calling you. When we talk about corruption in the country, Boakai just point to the people that are most corrupted in the country. He point to the Senate. He said the lawmakers are the corrupt people. They ourselves did their own investigation with their recommendation, not to just hurry with them make confirmation. Their own body did their own investigation. Yeah, why they doing the investigation before the report can they confront the man? What is the expedition that behind it? What's the rush? And I go and get there and ask myself, who in charge of the House? Is that the CDC, the opposition, or the government? Who have more senators? CDC have more senators. How they got them making this move and it's not blocked?
My brother, that has been the case. What are CDC have more senators inside there? What are UP have more senators inside there? What the people concerned most about is how they can get that brown envelope to do something. Do you care to even know what the senator is supposed to do? You are not there as a senator.
Who gets the brown envelope? Now the executive can give you a brown envelope. And the executive can give you a brown envelope.
Don't do that.
The executive usually get brown envelope. Nobody can get brown envelope.
That's the power of the executive to negotiate. That's a negotiating tool.
Yeah, but if you're talking about brown envelope, it means then we are still accusing the executive because the executive, when they send their nominees, the executive is the one that carried, they accompany their nominees with small money so that the people will make an urgent decision to confirm them. So if you're saying money power, money change hands, then the executive will still be accused.
Let me ask you the question. You know, I, your younger brother, Arthur Solo, I'm a wanted criminal in Fargo. Then I come to you and say, Gibson, I'm going to borrow your lesson plate and put it on my plate so that I don't get caught. And you agree. Who is actually the criminal here?
I am also an accomplice.
No, you are the most.
I am aiding and abetting criminality.
Ideology, knowing that I am a bad person.
That example is a little bit far from what we say.
You know that there's a problem. You yourself
the man only aiding and abetting the process. But what we are saying here is the senator. Listen, my brother, you got children outside the crying. They say, Papa, we saw that man. He killed somebody inside there. When you bring the person, they will kill up. Then because the man brought more money and gave it to you, then you agree. Then you go and allow the person to be confirmed. What do you care to know about what your children going through?
Let me tell you.
The senators don't care about their people.
Let me tell you about what Boakai did. Let me tell you what Boakai point is.
You have been cognizant of the fact that the cry of those women who were out, it was very much significant. This is a disgrace to them because they felt that, look, if we confirm them, man, it finished. But before they look, it was well organized. Benjamin was protesting today.
Let me just tell you, Jeremy, I see that you people are trying to release Boakai in this thing.
No.
I'm sorry. I don't agree with you people. Let me just make my point. I'll let you make your point. But let me make my point. I disagree with your expose. I'll come to you. I disagree with you people because the president is the nominating power. If he knew that this man's problem was going to be a big problem, the women were in the streets. They were 5 days going to that place. They had their placards. They were speaking out. They had their petition. The president should call these people and say, you heard the nomination. They're not the senator's responsibility to decide for the president. The president should tell them, you heard the nomination.
I disagree.
I will meet with the women and solve the problem, and
I
you guys can
disagree.
go along, go ahead.
No.
Let me tell you
Mr.
something.
Veru,
Sekou.
let's get this. I mean,
No,
1
Sekou,
minute,
give me a
first
minute.
alone.
Sekou.
1 minute,
Sekou,
first
please.
alone. There are
Sekou,
three
just give me
different
1 minute.
branches of government.
Gibson.
There are three different branches of government. You got the
Let's
executive,
let Ato go.
Yeah, let me go. Let me
Sekou,
go.
let Ato go. Let Ato go.
You know what happened in Sekou? You know what happened in Joe, Mr. Joe? The idea, the Prince Johnson case is not a new case to Boakai. What you think that Prince Johnson, we said this thing 2 days ago on the show here, I said Prince Johnson don't have the power.
Then why you even nominate a man? Why you even nominate a man?
But you
Why
don't
you
get
even
the
nominate a
game.
man?
The problem
If the case
is, let me tell you why he nominated a man. He nominated a man to get rid of him. He made the man resign from the military first, right? The man resigned from the military. He good. He put on surveillance clothes, coming for a surveillance job, knowing that he can't even go through. If he did, he would get stuck in the Senate. But the Senate got bamboozled. He got through. He said, "Okay, we'll use our political pressure." Look, my man, they put that outside there. They are protesting. You gotta do this. You gotta do it.
Who even know? Who even
No,
know
Boakai
that?
is
Who even
actually
know
the
whether
best
the
architect in the whole thing.
executive even play the game?
You know,
It's likely
Boakai
possible
is
that the executive even
best
play the
person
game.
in the game. He won the game. The person that George Matter we couldn't remove, he removed the person without bullet being flying.
Look, the
You
man
see
win
that?
political goal. He win political goal right there.
He won.
I still believe. Look, let me tell you something. You guys are playing with the Liberian people feelings. You're playing with the Liberian people feelings.
No, the Senate is the
What
one
you're doing is very.
The Senate mess up. They mess up. They should have taken our glory. They mess up, Mr. Dero.
We'll do
mess
this
up.
on Thursday. I gotta go pick up the
But how did they mess up? Yeah, okay, I know the Senate mess up. I raised the issue myself. They were insensitive.
No,
but for me, the president has the last call. The president has the last call.
If you raise your voice at Sekou and I, you were insensitive. What they did, they were corrupt. That's what they did. When you raise your voice or you talk down to us as an older brother, then you are insensitive. That's different. But what they did, what the Senate did was corruption. Knowing that,
but we have no evidence. We have no evidence.
So all those things,
we have no evidence. We have no evidence of any corruption.
Yeah, you know, let me pick up.
We have no evidence of the corruption.
Okay, if we don't have evidence of corruption, they were very much insensitive to the fact that the Liberian people who elected them to this position that they should have spoken for them, they unilaterally agreed to lead them aside and confirm Prince Johnson. At which time listen, if the AFL women who protested today, if those women that protested today, their protests were not going to be looking at, in the next 3 days, the army were going to take a challenge. And if the army had come out, trust me, the women who came out indirectly for the army. They didn't just come out, they were sent by their husbands out there. And if the army had come out today, in the next few days, there was going to be a military takeover. This tells you.
I don't want to doubt that. My problem today, look, everything went wrong with Boakai administration. Everything went wrong from the nomination process. I don't care if you guys say, "Oh, Boakai was maybe the executive mansion wanted to get rid of the man subtly." Okay.
For me, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, that's why Ato Solo, you said you asked the question. You say, how do we know that the executive mansion was not even inside to get out of the place? So if it is a subtle move by the executive, Zaza, your video is not on. If you put your video on, then we can
Zaza, please put your video on. Please.
Put your video on, Zaza. You got to put your video on. You are not muted, but you put your video on. So you are unmuted, but your video is not showing. So if you are using iPhone, please take the copy the link into the browser, and then it will be fine for you. So Sekou, look, let's look at the realistic aspect of it. The president, before nominating this man, he knew the problem was already there. He didn't have to nominate this man. Okay, you nominated a man. Now, when you nominate a man, immediately the 5 days or 6 days, the women were protesting on the grounds of the legislature. They sent their petition to the legislature. Don't approve this man. The president had the responsibility to do two things. withdraw the man nomination. The president didn't do that because maybe withdrawing the man nomination, you made Prince Johnson angry. So he didn't do that. Or the second thing he could have done was to call the head of the Senate Committee on Defense and Security and say, look, and that's a Lofa guy. He's from Lofa. The guy who is the chairman, he met with the women today. He met with the women today. The senator met with the women today. He's from Lofa. You could have called the man and tell the man, y'all heard that thing. I don't want no problem. We're just starting. We're not even 1 more year, and this thing is starting today. We don't want that. Y'all heard it. I want to meet with me. I will send for them. Then they come to my office. I'll meet with them, solve the problem, then we can continue. Call Prince Johnson and say, look, the confirmation will continue, but we're going to put a halt to it right now. Then later on, we will continue because I want to make sure this problem is solved. But you know what it did? Every one of them, the Prince Johnson, the president, the Senate, they all overlooked the women problem, Segu. They all overlooked the women problem. They didn't have any respect for the grievances of these women. And you said the statement the man used, it was good. Oh yeah, statement can be good, but the channel by which you did a statement can be flawed. This thing they criticize Joshua for it. They criticize Joshua that Joshua cannot appear and make statement. You make statement behind closed door and send it to ERBC to broadcast it. They discuss Joshua. They criticize Joshua. Why is it that everything that Joshua had done that they say was wrong? Why is it that they are doing it? First of all, why would they do anything like that? Why would they change the statement to radio station? They said that Joshua used to do it was wrong. Why would they do it? What's wrong with these people, man? What's wrong with these people? Can we change if Joshua was bad or Joshua was not bad? You tell us. What was the election about? They voted Joshua out because they said these things Joshua used to do were bad. Then you come and do the same thing. Sheku, this is about national interest, man. It's not about what Gibson likes, what Gibson doesn't like, or what Sheku likes, or defending or not defending anybody. No, we're not defending people. We're not criticizing. We're not hating anybody here, Sheku. What we are doing here is the job that we need to do. Speak for the people. We are the conduit for the people, bro. And this is really, really demeaning because when you look, I will play. Let me go ahead. Let me make your comment. Let me go for that statement that they defend.
No, I already get it said. I already have it said.
I want to play that. I want to play that thing that. My fellow citizens, on Sunday, February 11, I received an audience wives of some members of the armed forces of Liberia who had come to express their concerns on several issues. These issues included poor living conditions, high tuition fees for their children, lack of adequate medical care, and low salaries, among others. The women stated their most important demand was the removal of retired General Prince C. Johnson as Minister of Defense. They said their husband had told them that unless General Johnson was removed, there will be no Armed Forces Day celebration.
We made it clear to the women that the government will look into their grievances regarding all the issues, but that retired General Johnson had been confirmed by the Senate and appointed by me as Minister of Defense. We were hence not prepared to discuss this issue. Meanwhile, we received throughout the day and night information that some of the armed forces' wives and their husbands had initiated protest actions across the country by blocking major roadways and highways. Others had engaged in agitations in barracks around the country. In an effort to prevent violence and preserve lives and properties, we ordered the Armed Forces Day celebration for today be reduced to a low-key program. We have since held consultations with our strategic partner, the United States, and other regional stakeholders on the situation. As a true soldier and a patriot, retired General Johnson, of his own volition, informed us that he would step aside if he were obstacled in order to save the AFL and preserve peace and tranquility in the country. General Johnson accordingly tendered his resignation to me earlier today. I have accepted the resignation and thanked the General for his sacrificial services, loyalty, and commitment to our country. Meanwhile, I have appointed Brigadier General Geraldine George as Acting Minister of National Defense. Fellow citizens, the issue raised by the armed forces wives affect all sectors of our population throughout the country. We inherited these problems as we have been in office for barely 21 days only. The problems take on graver connotations when it comes to the military. The men and women in arms put their lives on line to defend and protect us. We must be extra sensitive to their plight. The Army is our collective national pride. We must preserve its dignity. I have therefore appointed a special independent investigator to probe into these grievances and report to me within 2 weeks. We have also activated a board of inquiry to look into the case of several soldiers who were discharged from the AFL for various serious crimes, but were said to be undeservedly pardoned and reinstated. We must never tolerate indiscipline and breakdown of order in the armed forces of Liberia. The reconstituted AFL had won the praises and admirations of the entire country for its professionalism and had become a source of national pride for us all. We cannot afford to indulge in anything that would dampen the morale of our soldiers and generate doubt and suspicion. On the other hand, our government will ensure that our military is well looked after. We should always think Liberia, love Liberia, and build it. God bless the works of our hands and save the state.
Thank you for that, for playing that. And that is a statement that was, what you're listening to is a statement that was issued late this afternoon, this evening, by the president of Liberia, Ambassador Joseph Boakai, who spoke to the issue of the women who are protesting in the streets of Monrovia. In that statement, there's nowhere in that statement that says we are appealing to the women to go back into their homes and relieve the street. There's nothing in our speech. Absolutely zero. Speaking directly to the women. Nothing. He didn't speak directly to the women.
So why he appealing for the
He didn't speak to the women. He didn't speak to the women. Is that the president will say, I'm calling on the women. We have heard your grievances. We will address your grievances. We want you to return home and leave the streets so that our people will continue their normal duty. Nothing like that was in our speech. He didn't talk to the women. He was talking past the women. He talked past the women. He talked past the women. He didn't care but whether the women were hearing him or not. He talked past the women. That's what he did. Nothing in our statement that was directed to the women. He wanted to grieve over the resignation of his minister. He was grieving over the resignation of his minister. Sekou, we got to be honest here. I don't care how you feel about it. I would definitely tell you and your government that the man was grieving because, I don't know, Emmanuel Zaza, I don't know what's wrong with your camera today. You are an internet, you are an IT man. You're supposed to solve that problem by now.
He said his background. He said his background. He said his background. So he only wanted to come in with audio.
Oh, okay. He said he want to come in with audio. Okay, yeah. Okay then. We'll not encourage, we'll do that today, but we're not encourage you want to see your face. Because we'll start now, everybody will come in with audio and hopefully will just be black all over the place. So we'll let you today, but next time we want you to please come with audio. So here is the thing. And I want to bring Emmanuel in on this. And Sekou, I don't know this other part. How are you going to help this Joseph Boakai man today? This man spoke 4 minutes and 36 seconds. I don't know if I counted it right. The man spoke and passed by the women. That speech passed the women. It went through the women. It didn't go to the women. He didn't speak to the women. He spoke past the women on people. He was grieving that his minister resigned. And he talking about, the plight of the women will be a special committee or investigator have been appointed to look into it. No, that's not what we wanted to hear. We want to hear a voice of peace.
The first thing the women call for was arrest. I mean, they don't want the defense minister. That was the first
so when you're talking now, you say, I have accepted the resignation of the defense minister, and you go back home, leave the street, let our people have the peace. That's what you say to the people. It means you are talking to them. You don't talk past them. The man was lecturing, like you must say, oh yes, Sekou, you right here are talking to you, but are facing different place. That's why Joseph, oh Jesus Christ. What kind of president will get to my people? We inside. Let me bring in Emmanuel Zaza. Emmanuel Zaza.
Yeah, thank you for the room. Sorry, I was rushing somewhere.
Is what we're doing? Is he here? Is he the black place and the white thing in the background? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll be stopping in the next 20 minutes. I'll come you on video. I'm sorry, I'm not driving.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, so thank you so much, Mr. Jeru. Actually, I want to make something clear first before I come to the other one. The issue with the senators. The senator had no time to continue to investigate. When they get a nomination of the defense officials and the foreign affairs officials, they were supposed to investigate them. Am I so clear?
Yeah, you are clear.
Go ahead. My voice went down. That's why I'm sorry. So they were supposed to investigate them. Actually,
you are clear now.
But what happened is that when ECWA had an issue, Mali, Burkina Faso, and other countries wrote ECWA that they would have withdrawn from ECWA. ECWA's defense ministers, the ECWA defense foreign ministers to meet. So for that, they were forced to expedite the confirmation of the foreign ministers and the defense ministers. So the investigation was cut short. That's how they went ahead and confirmed it so quickly. But they were actually investigating, but because of the emergency in the ECWAS region, so they had to do that very quickly. And the second will confirm it and then continue with the investigation. But then the worst thing about it is that they did not communicate with the military. So that's what happened. So not that they brought the Senate, but because it happened abruptly. That was the information. I will come in later after 15 minutes. You can go ahead.
Okay, so this definitely let's go to our comments a little bit. Let's go to this one is from Da Simons. I'm watching from Zredru. Thank you. Mr. Fred Guion says an opinion leader in the Grand United Associate Grand United community. So true, Gibson. There were many complaints that people who did the vetting overlook. So we are where we are. And this one is coming from KP Country First. He was too busy threatening to undo what President Weah did. And then KP continues, meaning the pardon. Okay, so KP is right because the people, they were not concerned. Let me go down to Augustine Collins Gibson, the VP that Nimbayo una gonna kill him. What is that? Una gonna kill him. I don't know what's that. But I don't think mentioning it's intended for us.
It makes no sense for you to constantly
I just say I'm not okay. So here's the thing, Sheku, we can't wrap back to the issue we're discussing. Look, I'm a person. I believe that Joseph Boakai has the right to appoint anybody he wants to appoint. But the problem we are having with Joseph Boakai appointee and nominees, they all have some kind of bots, and people are continuously criticizing his appointments. People are even Prince Johnson criticized his appointment. Even Prince Johnson criticized his appointment. Look, but if we are not very careful, and people, Liberian people, they are listening, they know exactly what to do when they are confused. Cheku, this country went to war because of insensitivity. If Samuel Dolan were listening to the voices of the people, we will not find ourselves in a situation today. If Samuel Dolan were listening to the voices of the people, we will not go through a 14 years of war. Now we have crossed that road. We come to a civilian government. And these people continue to overlook the voices of the people. They think these women's voices mean nothing to them, Segu. That's what's happening today. And this is just number one. This is why one by one of what is about to take place. When the students that we are hearing, the students are about to demonstrate. The students are about to go and protest. Because the students believe that the Joseph Boakai administration has made no comment, no indication, there are no issues, there are no indication that they are going to take care of their tuition and they are going to take care of their YFE, and the students are concerned about that. So I mean, I don't know why all of this is happening. I'll go to Yushegu and then I will find something. I want to play something really good quickly. I will come to you and Sheku will what you call it. Let me.
You mentioned Samuel Kanyado before you came in with the issue of the students. If anybody thinks that we ever go to war in this country again, that person will be fooling himself, because we all got sense. We are young people. Every single young man who is waking up now, his attention is to build a house, is to raise his family. If you come to know, even the AFL and the police, Gibson Gerald, you come to realize that you don't have more men in the army and that of the police, because the issue of people holding guns, they're tired with it. You mentioned Samuel Kanyado. Samuel Kanyado took over as a military man. He led this country from 1980 up to 1983 or 4, when he decided to go back into a civilian route. Samuel Doe took over as a civilian government when he rigged the election in 1985, which brought this
My man,
enchantment.
that one will finish with that thing long time. Samuel Doe
Yeah, no,
rigged the
I
election.
just no, you
And
just
all of
brought
that.
in.
Right
You
now,
just
we are
brought
talking about
in
a civilian government. I'm not interrupting, but let me play this. It's very important. Let me play this for the Liberian people.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, sir. How you doing? My name is Momo Tani Kodisaras. I hail from Lofa County. I represent Lofa County in the Senate. Not just that, I happen to be the chairperson on National Security, Defense, Intelligence, and Veteran Affairs. So we have heard that you have a petition for us.
Sheku, this is what I was talking about. This man is from Lofa. He is the chairman on national security.
That's Momo Cyrus.
Momo Cyrus. The man is supposed to be the one who confirmed that his committee confirmed the people here. That his committee that confirmed this man.
So I told you already, I in line with you when it comes to this particular man and his committee, because they disregarded they disregarded the people, the rights of the people. They play on it, they step on it, and they didn't even know that they existed as human beings. Which I agree with you.
Absolutely. Yeah. That one, you and myself, we agree to each other.
I'm not disputing this. I am not disputing this.
Your complaint to the necessary authorities, and we'll get back to you in the time. Thank you.
And he came, look at him. He came and introduced himself as a man that is on national defense in that particular, on that committee. He came. So why did he go to still allow that man to be confirmed? I think this is what brought the anger. This is what really got the women angry, and they communicated across the country.
And you are right. Sheku. And this is where I agree with you too on this issue, because I don't see how. Look at the way he's standing. Look at the way he's standing. Look at the man. Sheku, look at the way the man standing in front of people. He wear dark shade. The pocket CAR. He got a hand in your pocket. Nonsense.
Dark shade is fine. Say he wear goggle.
No. Yeah, he put goggle on in the evening time. Nonsense. Why put goggle on? Eh? Let the people see your eyeball, because the eyeball speaks reality. Take out the damn goggle and look at the people eyeball to eyeball you. Put your hand in your pocket. I am from Lofa. You from Lofa. You need to protect the interests of Joseph Boakai today.
Momo Cyrus just won the election and being appointed as the head on the Committee of Defense.
You did not protect the interests of your fellow Lothians.
This very big shame to Momo Cyrus and the committee that confirmed what you might call him.
You couldn't hold it a little bit. You couldn't hold it. You couldn't wait. You couldn't postpone it and meet with the women. You came and received the petition of the women and left and continue with the confirmation. Are you kidding me?
Another person that they will confirm. Let me share this with you. Another person that they will confirm in the soonest possible time is the Internal Affairs Minister designate, and you will be very shocked, Mr. Jerry.
Well, I can see.
Let me hold it and have it. You see, the Senate got to be serious.
I want you to play that audio, that video.
I'm gonna play it. Yes, the Senate got to be serious, because this is our country. This country belongs to us and it's for us. We must do what we can do to preserve the peace in our country. Listen to this man. He called himself rebel.
Who has become a nightmare in this place? You call your security bosses. Let the fucking Faramu get out of here. Or else I'll get the public. You're getting 100 security. You're getting 100 armed men. We'll mob you to death. I'm saying it. You're recording. I'm tired. I'm tired. If I find Faramu anywhere here today, I swear to my damn mother, anywhere I find Faramu, as I stay here, as I leave this place, anywhere I find Faramu, I will attack him. And you can carry 10 armed men 200 men to go defend it. Anywhere I found Faramu, in 4 days today, I will attack him. I'm moving with men. I'm going to get 25 motorbikes. 333. That's 25%. Wherever Faramu move, I'll move there. I'm done. I'm done.
Listen to him, Mr. Jeru. He's done. The man will call himself rebel. Just listen to him.
Where is someone's base now? Is Faramu the only immigration officer that they can use? You know, continue to terrorize my people. I know what Faramu today. I will mob you to death. I said it. You're arrested.
We hear your observation. We will pass it to our senior manager.
Yeah, listen to him.
What I want you to understand, Faramu is that the final decision because
he should not be anywhere around here to terrorize my people.
Faramu and myself for the meeting where they assign us here. He and myself.
He got nothing to coordinate here. I'm not you.
So if Faramu,
maybe you don't know me. I'm a fucking old rebel.
You hear him?
And that's how I protected my people. And that's why
you hear the man?
Sekou, but the man make it clear. This man, if this man is, Sekou, did you just say this man will be confirmed?
Don't be if they will if the people will go to the point to confirm Prince Johnson when women got in the street. What's about this man who say that how he been behaving to protect his people? And Momo Saros and other people who are from that place will take the solidarity of the Lofa County, stuff to confirm this man. But look, I am giving a serious, strong caveat to the Senate. If you people are not serious for this country, you should be more like serious and very much more proactive. You should know that where we came from yesterday. You know some of the reasons why these people go about knocking their chests and calling themselves rebel? Because these buggers are still sitting down in this country and making good money over the people that they kill their family, destroy their properties in this place, and people heal them. They have not gone to court and experience all these things that they're supposed to experience, get themselves behind bars, and be there like other people who are behind bars today. So they will come on and always tell you, praise yourself that I'm an old rebel. Are you telling me that they kind of men they will confirm as internal affairs minister? Imagine if this bugger get angry, Mr. Jeru, on one of his superintendent. The man say you always move with Neff. He will take Neff and juke any of his superintendent and kill them. This kind of man.
Our country.
This country got to be serious.
It's.
I wish I just
I want to believe
President Boakai saw this particular video before you could even designate him, or nominate him for that.
I even believe you. I believe you that he will be approved. You know why I believe you? This video has been played over and over, both on Spoon, on here and other places, and they have not withdrawn his nomination yet.
Okay.
They have not withdrawn his nomination yet. They should be able to withdraw his nomination now because this man does not look like someone you can be an internal affairs minister.
The man even looking crazy. He
the man is rebel. He has not been de-traumatized. He has not been de-traumatized. If the man was de-traumatized, the man will not speak the way he speaks. What did they say on the video is far more dangerous than even Prince C. Johnson's situation. If this man was appointed as internal affairs minister, how can he further the peace that Joseph Boakai claimed he wants to put forward there? How is he going to champion that peace when he trying to kill people? He got 25 men. Motorbike people will follow him. Anyway, you see the man, he will mob the man. The man is not talking about taking the law, using the law to punish this person. He's talking about taking the law in his own hand to kill this man.
He got 75 men.
Yes.
And
to kill the man. The man said he will mob the man. Mob justice.
The man even know the word of a rebel language. He will mock the man.
He will mob the man. This man will kill this man by
Let me bring a
himself.
confirmation hearing. Let me bring the man confirmation hearing so you can hear it.
I'm so disappointed in our Senate.
And this is why we have to keep flacking
I
these.
thought they said they were vetting. I thought they said there was a new dispensation in the Senate. I thought they said there were new senators who have purpose of mind. I thought they said they were.
Youngblin Kanga was sent over there and all the gameplay to protect the interest of the president, which we agree, because even the CDC did it. But they need to be very careful on how they are doing these things.
Why Sheku is finding that, okay, the confirmation.
And if need be, we will appropriately advise Mr. President to request a bill to guard the process, the legislation that will guard the process. Meaning, we may have to do some amendment to the public financial management law of the Republic of Nigeria. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Nominee, how are you today?
Okay, thank you.
I'm happy to see you all here. And gentlemen, please don't even hold my
Second, the other senator playing on phone while the confirmation hearing going on.
You know,
like the Babolu senator.
I'm so cheap of these people, you know. She playing on the phone. Damn it, man. What kind of people are they will get in our country also?
We refer to you as an elder. We demonstrated our rule clearly. That respect still lingers in my mind towards you. So I'm not surprised that you are nominated to be the Minister of Internal Affairs. And I know you will be able to demonstrate your abilities. But what is my concern is what many Nigerians have been hearing on the radio a few days that had your confirmation in a little bit of legally. And I'd like you to clarify. It is important that you address this issue to the Nigerian people because we are valuable. And sometimes when we don't understand certain things, we misconstrue the entire concept of what actually happened. I also know that there was some riot that took place in Lofa County. The not even riot, was some disorderly conduct that was taking place in Lofa during the election period. And during that time, I was told that 2 of your members of the family was affected in that disorderly behavior, and 2 of them died, which I also know stretched you highly. And as a man losing 2 family members of yours instantly, I know how you feel. My question here is, if your response, when the stress or when the disappointment came, people took that out of context. Can you reassure the Liberian people?
Look at the kind of question.
The statement made your grief during the time you were grieving, it was based on your, as a man, because we are human. And
ask your question and leave.
Demonstrated your human abilities, but that wasn't actually your weakness. That's my first question.
Mr. Chairman, co-chairman, members of the committee. I want to crave your indulgence for time to expand on this issue. There's an issue of concern to my family, an issue of concern to the country, my district, my council, and even the president.
The chairman, what I show you that the voice you listened to was not the voice of normally his full, in his entirety as a human being called Normally. And I tell you why. For whatever reason, our own brother, our own son, who went to school with me, he was my classmate for 2 years in grade school. He and I were sponsored in school up to college level by now President Boakai, chose to be a nightmare of our community. He was appointed as senior inspector.
I think it's enough. I think it's enough here. I think it's enough here because
it's enough. We can't even we for me and I even the voice in the message. Let me hold it right there. Let me hold it right there.
Yeah, just take that man from the screen.
The voice in the message, the ice king.
The come back. Move the man, come back.
Yeah, I'm taking the man out.
Yeah, thank you.
The ice the man. The ice the man. Simple question. And the man is saying that voice that you heard, it can be human being entirety in his right, in his normal. It's like
that's
so. What do you want?
That what you were talking. That what other human were talking. That they
That human one. That in normal sense. He drank some kind of.
Because the man gave the man a leading question. Look at the kind of question he asked the man. Anytime they came people from your family that was making you were stressed and you made that statement, and not just for human saying, and not your nature. Are you kidding me? Is that the kind of senator that we need?
Yeah, that's what they plan.
Is that the kind of senator that we need? Senator that we ask questions as if they don't know what they're talking and they clapping for him instead of veteran. No, Chegu, look, we out of time because normally we stop here. Okay. I don't know if Emmanuel there will give you the chance to give his final statement. But let me make my final statement now. Emmanuel is not there. Okay. Emmanuel, we are sorry. We usually stop here. Tomorrow we have a full blast. Today I was late. And so tomorrow. But we want to give you a final statement about all of what is happening tomorrow. We're going to be here again.
Thank you, Mr. Jero. I sent out that confirmation to Cheku just to tell you that I'm wasting our time. That is still
send it to me. Let me add it here. Cheku send it to me.
That is still with the defense minister.
Put it in the chat room.
Yeah, I'm sending it to you right now, straight.
That is still what the defense minister issued when, Mr. Jero. The defense minister, the excuse they gave is that the ECWA was in emergency. Because they needed to meet to discuss the withdrawal of other 3 members, Mali, Burkina Faso, and one other, I think Niger. They were withdrawing from ECOWAS. So Liberia needed to send defense ministers and foreign ministers. Even the day that the ministers were confirmed, the defense ministers were confirmed, it was not the day they were supposed to appear. It was different group of people that were going through confirmation, and then they just abruptly NIA and brought in the defense ministers to confirm them. So when they confirmed them, instead of them communicating with the AFL wives or the AFL themselves, they said, "Oh, you know what? We just confirmed the people on emergency, but we might likely call them back after investigation." They did not talk to them, so the people felt disrespected. But apart from that, even at that, before that level, people are complaining about this man. You know, when I told people that CDC and Unity Party are the same people insulted me, they said, I don't know what I was saying. But I know what is the difference. We are just nominated people. They either take the Senate to reject them or the people withdraw themselves. That's the same thing Boakai is doing now. People are complaining that people that they send as general ministry, People that they send it to other places, they got issue with them. If I one person that they talk, if I the guy who they try to nominate as a justice minister, he got a huge package behind him, scandal behind him. The general minister, according to the story, there's some sort of scandal behind that she's trying to be paid for through the real government. Now they setting up free, she going. They amumu that. You do payment for something that you did with one other bank. Now the thing of Prince Joseph, under this people with all the mistakes, Boakai is nominating them. Why? Now the people are finding excuse to confirm the interior minister. That's why you see using that excuse because the people got they were not going after because somebody died. The person he wanted to kill, the person is an immigration officer. He's not a police officer. He's not a CDC member. He's an immigration officer. That officer you're threatening to kill. So if there's something happening in Lofa, and somebody will kill, so you try to tell all the immigration officer in Lofa kill a family? Is that what the senator is trying to tell us? But let me tell you, when you look at CDC, the United Party, think they are the best political parties in the country. That's what can happen to you. I rest my case.
You know, Emmanuel, you are so right. Emmanuel, you are so right. This is very, very, you know, I don't know. We're not going to go anywhere soon. We're not going anywhere. Our generation, when we're coming up, same thing, going through the same lies, chicanery, politicizing major issues. We spoke, we demonstrated as students, we went in the streets, almost got killed, we're arrested, we're put in jail, we're flogged in jail. 2 days, we pour outside. All of these things happened to all when we were students. Okay? 1985, 1986, being part of the demonstrating students. I want to punish myself bad because they came into the police and say, oh, so you crime man, you're going against your own brother. We flog you. They flog me, good flog it. Okay. Now that we're hopeful, we hope that there'll be change. Amos King, nothing. The man who championed democracy in Liberia, nothing happened. All of these government, Ellen Johnson the King, no change. George the King, no change. And the other opponent said they are going to rescue. Who are going to rescue in the first place? Who tell them say we are in bondage? We're not in bondage. I will do my closing and I will leave it with Sheku and then we'll meet here tomorrow. For those of you who are listening to us, we want you to continue to follow. We believe that we are in the right place today. Our correspondent reports were cut short because of the time. And we want you to visit our website, the blazeDailyNews.com. If you visit our website and you have a comment, there's a place there you can leave a comment to us. We'll read your comments and then we'll take the appropriate decisions to remedy the situation. As you know, as young as we are not young in the media per se, but the Blaze name is young. It's a new something. So many people are not even familiar with it. But we believe that we are going some places. We believe that we are doing great. We have a good heart. We have a good heart. We want to do something. We are not against anybody. We are not against anybody. Anyone who does wrong thing will criticize you. Anyone who does good thing will criticize you. And our purpose of being here is to discuss national issues with fairness. With fairness. We are not going to go, and it is difficult for people to go get friend who is fair. Is difficult. If you are a fair person, go on the other side, do bad thing to other person and say, oh, man, I ain't stable, man. That man, you can talk to everybody. But when you one side, you see everybody following you from that other side. If we just buy more Joseph Boakai all day, buy more. All the CDCs and all those who disagree with Joseph Boakai will be flooding on our show. If we buy more Georgia, buy more Georgia, all this, the UP's partisans and all those who disagree with Joshua will follow us. But we're not going to be that way. You either follow us for the right reason, or you go and follow the people who are one-sided, but we'll be objective. We will have objective opinion. We will disagree when we want to disagree. So I just want to say thank you for joining us. Chego, we need to fix my blue screen. I don't know why the blue body. I don't know. This year they say that 4K. Then why it get blue color? It's making me shame. And I'm blue man.
Somebody say blue man.
Yeah, somebody, one of my men all over there in Guinea. You may say, "Guess you blue man."
Blue man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
thank you.
Yeah.
We'll face it. We will definitely face it.
Okay. So thank you guys. Thank you. We'll be here tomorrow again, and we'll be here with our panelists tomorrow. We say thank you for following us all the way. We love you, and it is because of you we are here. If you are not here, we're not going to be here. If we are here and you are not there, we will not be happy. And that's why we continue to do this thing. Blaze radio, television, Blaze newspaper. We are coming big. It is not just about this Facebook thing. We mean business. But when we get there, you will know how much business we mean. From me, I say thank you and bye.
Thank you very much. Let's quickly go over to Anointed. Liberia's greatest problem has always been the legislature. Anointed, thank you. She said, please share now. We appreciate you so much for always following and sharing us as well. The page. KP Country Phrases, meaning the pardon. I don't know what he's trying to talk about, but apparently it came from his first message here. He said he was too busy threatening to undo what President Weah did. Thank you very, very much. That's all the time we have to be with you. We will be here tomorrow again. Just follow us, join us, and let's work it out together. My name is Yekeh Kolubah. Gibson Jeru is the host for this show, and I'm here as the co-host here in Liberia while he's there in the United States. Until then, bye-bye. We are out.